This is a difficult topic, and it's normal to feel uncomfortable. In many cultures, we don't like to talk about death. You might already be thinking of hitting that next button, because we really don't like to think about it. But there are moments in life when silence hurts more than imperfect words. When someone loses a loved one, many English learners are afraid to speak. They don't want to say the wrong thing. But in North America, saying nothing can feel cold. Let me tell you a little story. I lost someone important to me. It happened a week before I met a brand new boss. Who knew? He knew about my loss. When I went back to work and met him for the first time, he said nothing, not a word. I knew what kind of boss he would be because of what he didn't say. In English, we have different ways to talk about death. Some are direct. Most of the time, they are softer. He died. She passed away. He passed. She lost her father. He left us too soon. They mean the same thing, but they feel different depending on the situation. When someone is grieving, it's kind to say something. These phrases are simple, and they are enough. I'm so sorry for your loss. My condolences. I'm sorry to hear about your mom. I'm thinking of you. If you need anything, I'm here. Saying something, acknowledging the pain and the loss, is almost automatic in English, like saying bless you when someone sneezes, or saying you're welcome when someone says thank you. Of course, the difference is you should mean it. And that's the whole thing. If you mean it, you don't need the right words. You don't need a long speech. One sentence is enough. Some phrases sound polite, but they don't help. They're in a better place. Everything happens for a reason. At least they lived a long life. At least they didn't suffer. I know how you feel. These can feel dismissive. And don't ask what happened. That's private. Sometimes we're afraid to say anything because we think we'll make it worse. But saying nothing is almost always the wrong thing to do. Sometimes we're afraid to say anything because we might be afraid we'll start a conversation that we don't want. But usually, the other person, the grieving person, doesn't want to talk about it. Saying something gives them permission to share or not to share. That's up to them. Words matter, but actions matter too. If you feel like you want to do something more, you could send a short message, write a card, offer specific help, listen, and check in later. Grief doesn't end after the funeral. When someone passes away, English is not about fluency. It's about presence. It's about showing up. If you remember one sentence, remember this. I'm sorry for your loss. Kindness is always understood. One sentence is enough. Hey, I'm Jax, and thanks for joining me today on Live in English with Jax. If you liked this video or you learned something new, give it a thumbs up. And if you want to keep learning, connecting, and living in English, hit that subscribe button. Got a thought, a question, or your own tip to share? Drop it in the comments. I'm always happy to hear from listeners and learners. And hey, if you've got a few more minutes, why not stick around and watch another lesson? Live in English with Jax. Learn, connect, live.